can keep you as
wouldn't have to
educational material for a lost soul, you know?
yeah, yeah. Well, that was it. This is gonna be about social media and why it's harder nowadays for people to come back from the lower of it because every time you draw close to leave it, then find a different avenue to keep you trapped. TikTok are the newest degenerate
Mm.
social app now where
Uh,
it promotes.
Snapchat. It's basically Snapchat with a new filter.
Yeah, but it also comes with a unfair bias sexist system in place where women can go on there and call man out of their name, them a dirt bag, them a shit, them a this, them a devil knows what. Whatever emasculating bullshit them love cast. Quite frankly, the words don't really mean shit to me. I really don't care. But this has become a new and very toxic trend where women chastise all men for being men, but nobody chastise them for picking the wrong men. And once it is brought to anyone's attention, you're misogynistic, you know,
You
you're
know,
wrong with society.
actually, I want to bring a scenario across to you, Bradshaw,
Mhm.
because I want to know if I am wrong or if I'm just holding my intelligence as to what I've learned from you, Dario, and Virgo. So, female A, let's just call her female A for now, right?
Mhm.
So, she is a self proclaimed with a heavy quotation on the self lesbian at the moment, right? Because mother is not really a mother and father is just a sperm donor.
Ah.
So female and I are pretty close in terms of friendship. Always come to me seek advice and thing. You know, the
Mhm.
occasional flirting and those, typical conversation between two friends, And so one day, me ask her, I say, yo, if such Paris is so bad for you, just take a week, 2 week forward, link me and just forget about everything what go on here. You see me? And I
Mhm.
may not have said, yo, if anything is going on, so be it. You see me? Naturally,
Mhm.
she know exactly what I talk about because I'm straightforward. I don't beat around bush like some man. I just get straight to the point.
Respect.
Rejection or not, that is life. Like you what nobody wants it.
Ah.
So female I get in our feelings and make me know say yo, me no respect our relationship. I'm say, not necessarily. I'm just putting my thoughts towards what I think I can do and what I should do. But I mean, if that's the way you want to take it, okay.
Mhm.
I know I'm gonna say the disrespect, Bradshaw. And then she said something very controversial. She said, yo, I thought you were different. And I said, all right, stop right there. So, are you going to say I'm just like every other man? I said, let me ask you something. Do you think men on this planet are supposed to just contain themselves to just one woman? Because last time I checked,
Mhm.
most men in history never contain themselves to one woman if they wanted to.
True.
It's not a give or but situation. If they want to have more than one that's a fit them business, they will, and you can do nothing about it. You can
True.
cry for all we care. Them not go business.
True. And first off, you were wrong. Given what kind of scenario situation, a committed relationship, a joke of a relationship, or uh,
I won't say it's a joke. I won't say it's a joke, but you see, because I am more of a realist, because I'm like, females always have this phase where them things say, oh, they have to date the same sex, and then afterwards them talk about say, oh, they saw the light. I just put it like that. I mean, she says she cares about the person, and the person care about what they're, despite what I think. And screw what I think, because many people say that. I
Mhm.
just look at it and say, yo, it's just a waste of time, because eventually you're going to run back into the same situation, and then you're going to say, oh, no one loves you. Well, someone does, but
um,
apparently it's like everybody else.
mhm. This misconception say, oh, you should just accept it as it is. And that's to me one of the most ridiculous things told to men. You don't know unless you ask. You never know unless you try. And this is how, first off, people have this notions that human beings are somewhat we are different. No, we're actually more alike than we actually would like us like to think. And I won't lie, it's true. Whether people want to accept it or not, we are more alike as human beings than
Yep.
we are different. So that notion need to die. I wish it would just die out. Because you ask a woman this, yo, have you ever heard of, men having families outside of having entirely new families while with his original family?
They make it sound as if it's something foreign. Them never hear about it ever. They've never seen it.
Bun run. Pitney get brought in, and woman of mine, her stepson, like a fear son. That shit happen. Man get Pitney. That Pitney don't favor him. No shape and form, but he mind it down. So again, I ask, where this whole oh men are the worst shit come from? Because the last time I checked in history, that man did that. You understand?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got low school.
it's controversial if a man can get jacket because the odds are against you as a man if crying out loud to begin with. It bothers me because social media would have want you because technically you are considered or seen to her as the good guy, the guy who don't have a cocky, you have a pussy between your foot because the bad guy, yeah, she goes, she know what's up already. Shit. By the time she watch you to do, she was to know say what's that, head down, ass up. Everyone knows what that shit mean. Head down, ass up. So we get this straight. The dude who you claim say you hate him, you hate him, you hate him. Push come shove, you go him yard, you don't know so cocky I go the for. And then man they tell you straightforward, say if you come on my yard, no matter how long you're there, just know say I have to get a fuck. Me have to fuck you. The longer you stay at the more me the
Oh,
man
God,
fuck.
you have to know one of the most clinical line where they argue about how they didn't want to, but it just
Well,
happened. Yeah, sure. What if it just happened with the same person who you say you care about?
see first like if it just happened, right? Why didn't you tell him to stop?
I don't know how to. Yo, yo, I remember one of my friends told me that shit one time. Oh, she told him she didn't know how to tell him stuff. I'm gonna say that really makes sense to you. Like, listen to what you're saying to yourself.
Lano, and I even though I totally agree with what you say, I would play devil's advocate because when I first meet a certain woman say, oh, because she lead him on so far on, she just don't know how to disappoint him. I'm like, but you're about to take this man's schlong and you didn't want to take his schlong.
Mm-hmm.
Like in other words, this famous song the man say, oh, you ask me if I love you, and I choke on my reply. Cause I'd rather hurt you honestly than mislead you with a lie. And the whole song that. And from them day the man say, she asked him, and to me that's probably one of the biggest thing a woman can do. She asked him, do if him love her, and him say him choke on him reply. Can rather hurt her honestly than mislead her with a lie. Tell you this. Me know girl, right? We
Yeah.
say all the dudes say me don't just push the head in, and I'm like, do you realize how much of that shit is, right? Just the head alone.
As if it's going to no. First of all, right. For those of you who may or may not see this video, right? All right. Let's think about it from the psychological perspective, right? Say that only touches just the inner sanctum, just barely touches it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain impulse in your brain that's going to tell you, I think I need more. No, I don't think. I know I need more.
Yeah,
Another part of your brain is going to tell you, no, it's not right. But it
especially,
feels right, doesn't it?
especially
Exactly.
after the simulation, and then
Yeah.
that's about stimulation also motivates you for one more, man or woman. So you have some man who want woman to order play with me because if you play with me too hard, I fuck me, I defend after that. It's a reason why them say that. And it's not because I'm trying to be a hoggish or an asshole. It's just that when you not touch upon him in full control. When you start touch him, all bets are off. In gone in a savage mode. And oh my god, that's another thing. So oh you guys are in a love woman before. So it's like, well, you don't believe a word will come out of a man mouth before him bust that nut. What? What me like, well, look on it this way. If you wait till after the nut, his response will be as genuine as they say come. You
Yep.
say anyway for that nut,
Forget about it.
it's blatant up and down, right, left, up, down, select, start, A, B, X, X, Y, lie. It's all a lie. When pum pum, step on the line, and the motivation of a slaughter it. Brother man, I'm
Man,
telling one
just say anything to make
one
sure
track.
they reach the gear line.
Well, I know men are one tracked creatures. And for all the listeners out there and all the watchers out there, let's let this be known here. Don't play certain games with men, even when them initiated. Because once you start to play, you have given what is known as consent. I know, right? She didn't say it. She didn't say it. Consent can be derived more than one way. There's oral consent, there's physical consent, there's non-verbal consent.
Action. What's the great saying? Actions speak louder than words. Yeah,
Let
remember
me
that.
let me give you an example of non-verbal consent. Say for instance, you're at a stoplight with a fast, crisp car. A next car pulls up beside you. The guy looks over, you look back upon him. Ah, he shakes his head. Yes, I like your car. You shake back, I like your car too. Then the light starts to change. You hear the vroom, vroom of your opponent's engine. So if you rev back, you automatically give non-verbal consent. So translation, if there's a cop behind the two, you can't tell a Babylon there. Say you did not consent to that illegal race. And that's how you get catch. Don't and I don't know most parents don't talk, especially mothers to them daughter. Don't engage boys, teenagers in a certain conversations and 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 meet up certain games of a play. There's a reason why parents speak these things, and because we feel like we just love chat more than the next man, it's not that. Because we've all been there before, we've all been children. We understand what can go wrong and what the possibility of it going wrong. Very easy too. Which I'm gonna say everybody, but y'all know myself for those who don't know who listen. How much time have we told people say We are go down the road, go do something. Or we are go over Miss Pamela house or Miss Mackie or Miss Ricardo again house. I know
What?
damn well
Say, I go and take a walk so
what
forward.
I know damn well say fear yard, I just to cover yard for go slaughter. Susie and Sally. Shit. Susie and Sally might come over the yard and say to me, so what go on, Miss So me there here, me just there for meet up. So for example, Ken. We come meet Ken. Okay. We're gonna do some studying, okay? All right. All right. Good. First
Yeah.
3 minutes study. Well, I know the first 3 minutes of studying, I just make Mr. Carter again go do something.
Yeah, man.
Next 20, 25 minutes, a lone stamping beside the house, behind the ackee tree, behind the bush in our yard. How much time, girl? So them a go study at them friend yard, and them man they away upon them. So while them a study them friend, I hear them man a slaughter that in their room. So what? This does happen. Just as much as man across and man of this and man of that. I know girls who literally drove to go pick up them friend and drive to go pick up the friend man and they told him in the back seat. And the man in the back seat had thump out them friend tribe.
Yeah.
I kill it with fuck.
Yeah.
And then just drive like normal, like nothing not going in the back seat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, I read for yeah, Bradshaw. Oh, that time that read. You know
What?
what? You know what that time? What? Everybody, you see, everybody who is at college right now, or who are in their certain years at college, or has graduated from college. If that scenario has not happened to you once, can't say you go to college. That's just me.
Okay.
That's
And
just
like me say, and he's not lying. I mean, I've been on the dorm before, and but just me a link up, man, and me walk in, a man, and the middle stroking something. Yeah, I think so. Man, don't ever flinch. The man say, yo, give me 20 minutes, we're moving forward. And just resume slaughtering that.
yeah, man.
So, for all of these people who believe, say, men are just terrible and men can't satisfy, women used to have a standard too. That's the misconception, society. Women used to have the standard first. A man can't think less of you unless you allow him to.
True.
Men didn't just wake up yesterday and call women bitches and hoes and sluts. How the hell those titles still exist to this very day? Shit. Just like the word nigger, black people embrace it. Bitch, hoe, 304, 304, whatever. You understand me? Everything that is derogatory, objectifying, that make black women, and better yet, all women nowadays, because the social media craze has erupted so badly that, like I said, the West where we live at is facing some dire consequences in the near future, like what's reaching the East. Like I said before, Japan and Korea, all of our people are being found dead, rotting in them apartment alone because this whole I can do bad all by myself mindset, it is spreading like a virus. The West Caribbean, a lot of places have been infected by it. Where my ex, you know, said she can't find a man who's serious about marriage, especially the man in them early 30s. All them want is just sexual partners, and just want relations, and don't want relationships. And I'm like, well, yeah, a man at age 30, 31, 32 can't provide for your family. Most of them can't. And enough of the man them at that age still I follow this whole utopic mindset, just like a lot of the women say. And then these are the same men. These are the same men who deck from top to bottom in a Louis V, Gucci, Prada, Dolce and Gabbana, and can't tie a tie for an interview. Make that sink in. You're decked from top to bottom in not what brand. But for go for an interview, you can't tie a tie. If you run, go to the nerd down the road who knows how to do it. For tie the tie and then get back to you and put it over your neck. Market man is a nerd, but what? You have a very valid resource skill when most of them don't know. And you'd be surprised how much people really don't know for tie a tie. Man and woman.
Trust me, trust me. I won't shit on anybody because I was there once. I think everybody was there once, but why? Considering how frenzied the internet is, that nobody can ever comes and use a fever research, that it says a lot. Really
Some
does.
stuck there. Some stuck there. Some stuck there from high school, from me and you there high school. But even not in college. Yeah, big 30 at 20 at high 20s, low 30 at year old man who psychologically still stuck in high school. Still relive them glory days over and over and over in them 30s. And can't admit to yes,
It's
I
over.
did. It's over. Now to move forward.
Stuck in an
Social
infinite loop.
and people need to understand this now. Social media isn't just toxic for women. It's toxic
Toxic
for
people, toxic for men and women. Let's not beat around the bush now, Bradshaw. I mean, come on. As much as we know that women have them problems, men don't. Them not have them pot of gold. The pot of gold is being missed at every opportunity because
one day was a
yes,
man.
yeah.
So continue your point.
I say like for all the bad that women do, right? The
Mm-hmm.
man don't even take a time to say, yo, probably if they did this,
Mm-hmm.
like I scroll through Twitter like on the occasion. Rough recently I don't because I'm more concerned with like I learn more about book writing to try to see how best me can get multilingual. Me I want to start to learn for writing on different language too. I'm not too mental, but on the other occasion that I go on it, I go through some of the comment section because I just do it for fun, just to see what kind of nonsense people are writing. And for all of the misconceptions that women have, yo, men, Bradshaw, honestly, it was a doozy seeing somebody something with the money right. A doozy. Just
Yes.
this bag of hate, vulgarity, and
Yes.
there's no solution.
That
Okay,
and that
she's a
is
fool. How do you solve that then, sir?
wrong.
Really? What? Yo.
Come on. I face that too because I remember I met a black American on Facebook and I think I misinterpret part of what she wrote.
Mhm.
And I acknowledge, say, I agree with her up until that point here, that point here, that point here. And she went over what she was saying. And I told her, say, thank you for going over it because, you know, most people just take, say, I understand and I'm stupid and I'm just a part of the problem and I'm an irritator. I'm looking to cause trouble and me not really care and me not want to see a solution. And I'm like, honestly, you couldn't be more further from the truth. I have a problem with black people being in these volatile positions that them shouldn't be in because they're smart people. Black people have made their mark on history so many times. I'm surprised that to this very day people still believe that they're owed something. Go further and try to explain this thing to people. People think say you're a part of the problem because you're thinking like the old way. I'm like, how can you say that? But yet you want a man who thinks this way to be your husband, take care of everything. But at the same time, you don't want him to question you, interrogate you, or exert dominance over you. It's all a problem for you. But you want that man to take care of you, your bills, your kids. Make sure everything is taken care of.
Make it make sense.
Mhm. And then that in itself is just
It doesn't make no sense. Like, make up your mind. See, they want one thing, like you can't have it both ways. And I think that's the biggest convoluted thing that most people, men and women, realize. And it's like them brain just can't accept it. Yes, you can only get one piece of breast and one other piece. You can't get two. You must choose one or the other. And it's like no matter how much time you tell them, they just can't get wrap their head around. They just always say why.
she move.
And you don't even know the funniest thing. No one is asking any of you to change for anybody. We don't expect anybody to change for somebody. What's the point of that? If they can't accept you for who you are, it defeats the purpose. But again, think about it like this. If Cardi B thinks Gallivant in her way throughout her life is not going to scar her child, then she's in for a rude awakening. Because I promise you, that child will probably be thinking about committing suicide by the time she reaches 10.
You heard me? Mm-hmm. Technical. Yeah. Um, Cardi B knows Jack Madonna. She has a dark future hair, but
Yep.
she does.
But I don't think she cares enough. Not from my perspective, at least.
She cares. She cares. You know why she cares? The things that she did on Instagram when her daughter walked in.
Oh,
And
I'm not even calling that careless.
handshake.
That's not even careless.
But hold on now. And it's not like the big one who have sense, and the little one who does not have any sense. The one who just born. When she see her come, she'd lock off the music, stop jigger for herself. She was live. She was streaming it and she couldn't turn off the camera. It was too fast. It happened too fast. Tashka just lock off the music.
All if she didn't manage to turn off the camera. Pitney just go
Mm.
ask, Mom, what are you doing? Because kids are inquisitive. And naturally, when them say, yo, yeah, scramble, them just ask, yo, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. So, and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
rappers, artists overall live dark lives, present and past. And we don't expect them to be perfect, but honestly, there must be a middle ground.
Well,
And
it's a fact.
I don't want to be here like I'm gonna say oh rock band artists are like God's gift to man because some of them live some very effed up lives. Limp Biscuit more than anybody else. Yo, them man they just don't care. But I respect the fact that yo, they can't honestly say they don't care what anybody thinks because nobody never give a shit about them then and they don't give a shit now, so they just live for them life. And I respect that. Honesty
Yeah.
goes on. Especially when people are going to come on breakfast club shows and do their whole show and talk about oh this and that and try to tell people how to live their life and then you realize oh they're just a part of the problem, not any solution. You just start tell them to just F off and done.
Mm-hmm.
Every day Cardi B and no one make this stallion and all of them. Specifically the black artists and I don't like saying it, but it has to be said. Them have the
Mm-hmm.
biggest mouth to talk about oh this and that for change about the black community, black men, blah blah blah. Tutus, make the stallion. Oh.
Are the biggest argument where people have said, oh, they only sing those songs because record label. I'm like,
Really? Is it just because of the record label that they sing it or because they actually believe the shit they're singing?
hold on, no. So me and one of the left leaning Democrat, reason.
Yeah.
And I'm tell America is a capitalist country, right?
Yep.
But that being said, America is not going to make a product that there's no demand for. That's not how capitalism works. There has to be a demand for the product first. And then after the market analysis and everything, and so say, yes, there is profit to be made from this, demographic, this target demographic now. When you finally figure out how to also make money off of the demographic, you have to secure that demographic. And how do you secure the demographic? By pumping an old dead trope into the culture
Yep.
that you are strong, you don't need no man, you can do bad by all by yourself. First sign of flaw, him see any flaws, where you say leave. People really think said the way how them think is their own. And if you ask certain surface level question, most of them crash and burn. A friend of mine who I thought was safe from the reach of social media. By the way, people, don't think so this is just rappers and stuff. But talk about ordinary people too. It's
I
not
know.
just
No, it goes for everybody, but because they are in the spotlight, we have to bring them up because as much as they might go say, "Oh, I'm not responsible for anybody's upliftment," nigga, you are. People listen to your music and they get inspired.
some people
You might
emulate
not
it.
like it, but they do.
So my friend is a fellow Christian like that way, but the one year I'm more of a Christian than that way. I mean, good you, good,
Yeah,
good, good picnic. Church goer every Sunday, praising God every Sunday, doing things week round, week and of hope. Say Christian men still exist. That man has been looking for a wife before I got married.
damn.
That man has been looking for a wife before I got married, and this year made 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been married. So this is something that, because I said it to him today too. You say a big man thing, Aaron. I never thought after all these years you would still be single. And I know said that must cut like a knife because Danny don't want be a husband. My key is there. Mm-hmm. You can spare me too. Not only me to put gas in it, me to spend my money in it. So me I get Mhm. This week.
Jenna, that not even sad. That's sad.
No, that's that. Then say, if please, I won't. Anyhow, um, it's crazy because social media, do your thing. Do your
I'm
thing.
there. There.
Hmm?
I'm there. There. Just gonna get some water.
Mm-hmm. Um, I know editing take a while and all, but
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
few gems in all of this. Like,
Yeah.
again, the goal is
Yeah.
not to
I
be.
said, I said, Bracha, the funniest thing, my most frustrating thing about the editing is that for really reach somewhere in it, there has to be a payment made for the program that you really want to use because most of the high level stuff that are used by the best editors in the world, them have to pay for it and me just not there right. That's in terms of financial. So that I only thing would have make me frustrated about it. Well, otherwise, from that cut long videos has been just consider it a thing. You know what? How long it would take me to cut some of the rugby video there? Much hours of editing may have to put in. My
Mhm.
brother come and say, brother, yo, you do this for free. Me say, and what you want me to do? Nobody now take my product yet. Yeah. I say, yo, when KFC started, nobody looked at him twice when him just started. And he started when he was 40. And he died leaving a legacy for people still are buying things.
I know that. If you want to draw for the whole legacy argument, right? What age did Colonel Sanders?
It's here.
And he may attack.
Let me start what I say.
It's in the front, on the front.
Mm-hmm. Just hand it to me.
And just when you or just Gary.
Mm-hmm. But anyhow, um, okay, but I will. I know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I mean, people think say, oh, I remember when YouTubers were looked down and
Mm-hmm.
before it became popular, or people start about how, yo, that's not a job and blah blah blah. And now apparently one of the easiest way for people make money.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Monetization. No,
yeah
we're not.
man. Yo, you see if you get partner or sponsored for YouTube, you're good. You're
Mm-hmm.
good. Because it not even matter if you brother, it doesn't matter if you go on your channel, depress you get money feed.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You have all different types of channels. So you have a channel for people who just eat stuff on it. With people subscribe for watch.
Regular
Yes, I know.
YouTube are one of the easiest things to monetize, but for reach there is one of the hardest things to do.
Mm. Brother man, tell you this. The long haul and changes. Yes? Right. So the last part of the month here, sir. Mm. Anywho. Uh, uh, mm-hmm. Anywho. Sorry about that.
A good one.
I find it not so you know
Yeah.
for me,
Hi, friend. I'm here, baby.
I try to give social media
Yeah.
out, but more and more you watch and see what the media and the content really has in
Hmm.
store. That's why more people start tech in certain job what they used to give the mainstream media. Them start do it themselves because
Yeah. You see, it's funny. Video game most lambasted people are always video gamers, streamers. Even though streaming never really that big back in the like late 2008, 9 them time. I think that was just when YouTube did just start get just born if I remember correctly. Nobody never really busy about them. But it's the minute modernization came in and the money started make. I don't remember. Yes, video game streaming came about. Them time close to it.
I made this tomorrow morning, like for the 6:45 thing with tomorrow. So I will up by six. So hear me? I'm here by 6, so by 6. Mm. Anywho, society has become lazy. So like
Yep.
I wrote, even the written books have to have written notes. So you can Google search and things say it's right and it's wrong. But then you have the man who you can tell him to Google the wrong, but if you even show him the book and tell him say yes, Google is in fact wrong. And somehow this it will somehow discredit the book and say lie yeah tell. People only like narratives that suit their struggle. Nobody don't want to hear the truth. Really, nobody does. And pretend like they want to. Most of the people really don't want to hear the truth.
Nope. And it doesn't matter which medium I try to tell it through. Political, anime, nobody wants the truth. Nobody just want to hear what they want to hear, make them feel good. And that is something I can never understand. Like, feeling bad about something is like a given. Like, bro, you're going to feel bad about it for like a couple hours you sleep and you're going to forget about it. Get over yourself.
Mhm.
I just don't get it. Like, when me hear people are shit pass on show on me, like, and movies on me, like, I'm like, oh, well, probably I just not for them.
Yeah,
I
but
don't, it does, and it doesn't mean I'm going to defend the show like I'm some dumbass idiot because, I mean, I can see the problems. Batman
Mhm.
versus Superman, God Almighty, I saw the amount
Wasn't
of problems saw with that.
wasn't quite. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Justice League movie, bruh, they
Yeah.
have a lot of problems with that.
Good joke. That was a joke.
Even my beloved Harry Potter series, even though its problems are petty and minimalistic, it still had a deciding factor for some stuff. But problems nevertheless. But the fact that people can ever talk about them something in a one segregated space where people can just go back and forth with arguing without someone getting butthurt was sad. It was very sad. And the world
Man,
and the world wasn't like this back then. You could say something, someone would get hurt, and them I say, "Yo, hurt me," but yeah, get what I said. No, hurt it. I don't
mhm.
like it. Cancelled.
Yep. Yep. It's all about feelings. But tell a man, so yo, so the behavior of the populace is socially engineered to behave so. Nobody not supposed to challenge anything. And if you challenge anything, you're a part of the problem.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that would be the goal. But yeah, um, why? Yeah, why? Yeah, why? Doesn't matter. Whatever. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
They can save themselves, but it's only if they want to.
Carolyn, of course she didn't. Of course she didn't. Okay. People have this notion that this is going to self-correct itself. I,
What
I,
the world are the world's issues.
social media and the people. What? I'm not sure anymore. Why you ask? Carolyn, seriously, yo? Am I not doing something right now? Am I not doing something right now? You keep interrupting. Wow. Anyhow, I don't think this is going to autocorrect itself.
Nope.
And the guy who I was talking to who was pushing that utopic nonsense
Mm-hmm.
said all of us leave everything as it is and it will autocorrect itself because that's how nature has always done. And I'm like, well, nature never have Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat, and those things that exist back then. You understand?
Yep.
People couldn't video calling relatives in Canada, England, Europe, Australia, them way there. Wasn't like that, you know. So compared to nowadays, where everything's a click of a button nowadays, everything can be found, discovered, researched. Everything can be acquired in terms of knowledge wise online. People don't play how important the technological age really is. How many goods it has done. You know, hear about them there. Because what? People like drama. People prefer the foolishness than the positive. Them quick, them 20 good things will come up, boy Xavier. And the
Yeah.
first one mistake you make,
Yeah, man. Regular.
20.
Regular.
The gate the
And,
20.
and that, yo,
Because
that
there's
is one of the
one bad thing.
biggest flaws of human nature that I've ever come across. And it's something that I think everybody, nobody can tell me say them not guilty of it.
I'm guilty of that, so. Some people
But at
believe
least,
that.
at least we are self-conscious enough to look upon it and say, well, and wait.
I've
Let
done.
us not go to that dark route and focus more upon the positive. Them people, no. One good thing. Worse if it's something that you did when you were a dumbass. They will hold it to you till you go to your grave.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're in the grave, they might have, oh, he was a good person. Man, I said if spirits could resurrect and haunt people.
Mm-hmm. Let me say, I know people. I know people who still live a contradictory life to the Bible. You can't tell them so that them the body holier than them. Because they believe that them love Jesus and that's all right. I'm like, loving Jesus is only one part, right? You're supposed to live a certain way according to the rules laid out.
Yep.
You understand me? It's a lifestyle change, and not just oh, oh, Holy Sunday, Holy Red. There is a sacrifice for a reason.
Yep. And it's not. And funny thing is, when you read the Bible, it's not telling you to be a complete robot. But if you're only going to show
Mm-hmm.
fear in God on Saturday and Sunday, then what is the point? The Bible not tell you to be a complete robot and not have your beer and your drinks and go to your social event with your friend. Then. But if you go in here and not remember God until Saturday and Sunday, boy, you don't feel yourself.
Yeah, but see, one thing forget upon go. One thing forget upon go church and revel in the Lord and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing to practice when you're here Sunday.
True.
And next thing to internalize the message that you just received Sunday and make the necessary changes to change your outlook on life. When you do that, you sell out. You're going to better than people.
Mm-hmm.
Until that man say you can't bring everybody. Fortunately, you can't bring everybody. Some man comfortable at stage one,
Yep.
some comfortable at stage two. Some can't go further than what them there. That's a reality you have to just accept. No one where I've me off for foolishness for years. A place where my hype of himself over, and like when the worst garrison area this man live in a want a mansion. He want a mansion.
Andre, what time you got?
Around 6 a.m. or what?
Is there anyone tonight?
I don't think so. Oh, God. Yeah. I think I ring my phone by now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Social media has done what people thought would never be possible. The rework culture that people who are ignorant about what they might defend don't question anything. The smart people are considered stupid, and the stupid people are praised.
And
When
the
a
rest.
man, when a good man run him out and speak certain things where it's not new, it's been around, you're considered a problem.
Yep. And then
And mhm,
push comes to shove, everything falls apart. Everybody
mhm,
talk about why didn't you say anything? And
mhm,
you just
mhm,
sometimes you want to respond to give them and say, well, if they don't want to listen, then they just burn.
mhm,
You can't
mhm,
see. People need to realize, say, oh, not everybody in this world can be saved, even if you made a conscious effort to save them.
mhm,
Doesn't matter how good they were. Some people are just destined to burn and burn up, and nothing is wrong with that. You know, people, I used to hear a lot of people say, "Yo, I don't want to die. I'm afraid of death." And I'm like, "Aren't you the same one saying, oh, you shouldn't fear anything in life?"
mhm,
I get why you say that, but aren't you the same one to say, "Yo, never look back, have no regrets"? Everybody who's always said, "I have no regrets," I've always said that's a lie. How when you're dead, you will still have some form of regret. Something you never do right in the past, you might not linger on it, but it's still going to be a regret.
mhm,
Because that goes back to how you did your life.
mhm,
If you lived on lies, you will die by a lie, and the lie will be shed into a truth. And you
mhm,
won't suffer for it, but generations after you will. And trust me, that is more scary than reality. Honestly, your
mhm.
legacy impacting everything later on. Gotcha. But nobody
That
now look on that.
no, because it's all about self gratification nowadays. I explained to my wife so back in the day, a child knew that when them go to road, they were what? Representing their father's what? Last name. And I wonder, it worked a lot. Certain things you see other people are doing, but you were taught that there's a sense of duty and respect that followed with being a part of this family. But if you don't like it, that's a switch to go. Hmm. But I digress.
Yeah. I mean, we can't force people to do what they don't want to do.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
I mean, as much as we want to, that's it's just another way of saying, yo, if we had superpowers and if we could change the world the way we want it, it just bring more chaos.
mhm.
That's why sometimes you just observe, you talk, and if nobody don't want to listen, you move on. Somebody must listen eventually. And I have a feeling that despite how I say little, and I know our subscriber base is big enough as a small channel right now, few out of 10 persons, one person must listen to this and say, they might be saying it in a way that is not conducive to us listening, but it makes sense. I truly believe that. I find it hard that everybody in a subscriber fan base can literally hate everything you're saying. Even Kevin Samuels must know this by now. For
Mm.
all the women who preach and moan and talk about how he's a bastard, they know deep down they're listening and trying to fix themselves just because of what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't say it out loud because pride and ego is a hell of a thing. Goddamn fudge. But yeah,
Standard media outline what a woman is supposed to bring. It's not real. This might be final words on the topic, but as it relates to conversation at hand,
yeah.
I thought that was good by the Democrats and hurt more families than actually help them so far.
They always talk about women shouldn't bring it. You know, funny enough, Bradshaw, I wanted to bring this to you guys' attention in our group. So, split up thread. I think I shared it in the group. Let me see if we can find it. I think I shared it. Let's see if we can find it here. So, must can find link something from Twitter shared.
Mm-hmm.
Let's links. It was fairly recent. I think it was either Monday or Tuesday. Ah, this phone moves slow. Okay, let's not that. Hold on. If I have January 14th, so not gone too far. Ah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, this lady had been mentioning something about she's sensing a cultural shift for women and that she's married and that she realizes that working sucks. And one of the replies to this is the women before us fought for the right to work, not because labor is fun, but because relying on men financially resulted in financial abuse and restricted women's freedom. No one hates labor more than me, but putting my life in a man's hands sounds more daunting than a 9 to 5. Right, man? I don't remember the exact words I blurted out when I read that, but I don't think it was anything that was conducive to be said on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I read that, I went through that comment section, seeing a woman talking about, oh, if a woman never had the ability to bring children and blah, blah, this and, that's one of the most funniest things. It's always about what you bring into the world. And then I'm just like, isn't that literally what your body was made to do in the first place? To give life. So why are you thinking it's something of a win? It's not something for you to praise. It's literally something you were made to do. You have a choice not to do it, but it's something you're made to do. And then all this bullshit about relying on men. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
rely on yourself and see how well that works out for you. Then a couple years down the line, you still complain, oh, why am I not married? Like, and this Twitter post came from a married woman. So I'm just there sitting like, yo, do these idiots even wonder what? I'm like, you ever wonder, say, oh, most of the married men, even if they're unhappy, they never ever try to like post any outlandish posts or statement and that bullshit. They try to bring across that point to you within the confines of your home, the safe space. But you have to post it. Tell the whole world your problem. I just don't get it. I really don't. Roger, you did it?
I'm still here.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I said me doing it because them talk about cultural shift and what women before them fought for. I'm like, okay then.
I mean, there were a few women who were following up all of this, but men have the voice. The men can approve certain laws. Let me take the women because women are feelings oriented and now
Yep.
dangerous. It takes away from the community. Black man are buy the essential until that's no we're not gonna shop. Make it stretch. And she have to make it stretch. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I that come in and tell them, say, yo, all like people who think getting a millionaire lifestyle is something that is worth it. I advise you think hard about what you're saying. Being a millionaire is not all fun and games. Sacrifices that you have to make. Family connections where you probably have to destroy just to be a millionaire. Think harder and long about the decision and no fun what about if you not being a millionaire no go good. No realize you can lose the $1,000,000 just as soon as it comes. So not there. Explain that to somebody no matter about but if they have this and I say, oh, you think just because you're like this now. Tell you this, money, what as much as it's just a commodity has changed even the best of people in the world here.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody has the mental capacity to say, oh, yo, I'm going to be good, I'm going to be and everybody they said the same thing. Go and look at them. For them to even know what they going to do with $1,000,000 much less. Can barely they can barely afford they can barely keep their own pay what them I get from one car center even manage in life, much less. And then go manage $1,000,000, please. Okay? Anything that floats their boat. What am I to deny them? Oh well. Anything else you want to add, brother?
Well, this topic is very big. I thought
Yeah,
we could have
I
could have
mean,
followed.
this topic will probably take a good few episodes to really flesh it out, especially when we want to like bounce more ideas off of like people like Dario and Virgo and see where they stuff. So yeah, I mean, tonight was just like a opener to it.
Media back then wasn't this, obsessed with
It wasn't
mediocre things.
wasn't even something that people strive to even be on, to be honest. Social
Mm-hmm.
media was something, if we're being honest, most people try to avoid. And the few people who had it actually used it smartly enough. I remember
Mm-hmm.
MySpace, and I didn't. It wasn't even old enough or legal enough to even use MySpace. Then Skype combo, then Ovo. Remember all that good shit tagged.
Yep. Good stuff.
Me, get me, tell me if it comes and use one of them blasted up there now. Apart from Skype, and the only reason why I use it because well, Microsoft just forget stuff. Can't bother. But people weren't this obsessed with solar, but you see, greed, greed. Let's say anytime you monetize something, it's always entices some of the worst people for use it. And see that? They proved us right. Gamers and everybody. So now I make money from something. What's the point they say? But yep, eventually we have to go a bit deeper. Probably we can continue it for the next episode we do, hopefully.
Definitely, definitely, Carl. These are things where most people overlook, and before you know it, I'm stuck and don't know why I'm stuck. Social media is both good and evil.
Yep.
I'm more swing to the evil side, and for those of you who doubt me or believe me, check how many people right now are in someone else's inbox talking to them. Hmm? Tell tell me. Uh, People love to ignore.
Ignore early signs.
Yeah, and the signs them sometimes they directly to them face. Like when look a girl that behave like big woman, you don't go Ray and encourage it. You don't do that. You
Yeah.
have to pull up that
Yeah.
space.
I don't know. Honestly, I
You have
just
to pull up
all them the
space.
something. All them the something with them little pitney about them I have phone from a certain age. Oh yeah. Make them,
Mm-hmm.
I say yo, make them own decision, but monitor that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, limit what they do
Mm-hmm.
because all
Mm-hmm.
of the story with that little 15-year-old pitney walk on dead other day and a mobby in a branch. I don't know, me still can't believe it, you know. Second pitney. Go run away from her father. Tell her father about how she want to live her life. And see it there, end up dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then them matter about why her father overprotective. That's exactly why. That is
Hold on.
exactly why.
Remember that happened to with next girl living again. The local girl where we run we go party and broke her up, beat her almost to death.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
And
man. All
oh,
because them don't want to listen to about all them independent, they can do their own thing. Don't tell me what to do. But yet still when you're on the verge of being defiled, someone save me.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So
And
going on, madam.
And then when you have the drunk of them like me now walk up and say, I wonder if she had listened, would she be in that position? Yeah, Papa, that walk home. I still, alright, I say, I cut off some people out of my inbox, say, Bradshaw. After that, the whole rape thing, they start up back in Jamaica again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
me
man.
know, me know, say, my friend, I'm doing. Me tell them, say, yo, play that straight, come out of my inbox and not talk to me ever again. Plain and straight, me tell them say, yo, the utter disrespect. The utter disrespect I felt with that statement being thrown towards me. It's not even the accusation alone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you are associating me and say, so you think every man is like this? I say, okay. So anytime something goes wrong, every man do it. Alright, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I say I hope one day them just put an order say, yo, all men stop work at 5 o'clock each day. Don't do
All
nothing, don't do nothing else for the day. All of we just go home, stay in our yard. We alright. See how far Jamaica crumble. Not even Jamaica, the world.
mm-hmm.
If you see me say a man alone out there, a predator. You'll be surprised.
Oh, tell you, it just bothers me because I have a bunch of people who don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And them embrace this BS narrative. See, as soon as something go wrong, blame the man. And it bothers me because woman do evil things too.
Some of the most evil women in history, some of them still alive today.
Yeah,
Some of them are walk amongst it like say, everything is all peachy and rosy.
of course.
The Queen of
Cause
England, the Queen of England, they are walk around and everybody, she's such a sweet old lady. This woman has been queen for how much years again, Bradshaw?
hmm,
And
say,
somebody are gonna look upon me and tell me say, this woman has done no wrong. And you then are power that much times. Sure.
What she said about is like to live, not make a mistake is one of the wickedest lie you can tell to yourself. You say, look on she. So if I live her life and say she's never made a mistake, that
Oh,
be
so
an
she just so your forces just felt bored and just needed to take over so many islands and cultivate them for your own in your own hierarchy. Cool.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So it was just an off day and you guys just slipped up on an island and just decided to enslave them. Ah, cool, man. That man makes sense.
I
That
don't, I
kind of and the worst thing, people believe that bullshit.
don't it. To think for oneself takes effort. To think for oneself demands effort. Most people pretend like them give a damn. Most don't. It takes time, energy, a whole lot of patience,
Yep.
people. I look for my wallet right now. What the hell I go on this one? The devil. Anyhow. But yeah, misconception, sir. I am terrified of social media. So
I
I'm
know,
terrified of
I
even
know you
use.
alone. I know you alone, Bradshaw. I'm afraid that mostly I'm afraid of what I know it will become, and sooner or later I just feel it's going to be too late.
I'm sick and tired of what it is. And number from wallet. Don't put it. I just came out of it. Hmm. But yeah, men are too easily blamed. And then again, it's kind of hard to ignore an easy target. Men don't stick up for themselves.
Yep.
They do stick up for
And,
themselves.
and then it doesn't help when you have that set of men who actually do this shit. It's just a revolving cycle.
Mhm.
Just a revolving cycle. And the fact that any man can just get blamed for anything, even when he's innocent and still go to jail, get to go to prison for it, and then all you're going to get is a slap on the wrist and say, we're sorry.
You can't go so, because you do irrefutable damage to my reputation. People
No,
don't
but no, yeah, no, but you are not an animal if you go around. Go find your van, start it up and run them over. You're the beast. But when you took away 25 years of my life, that's not anything. But me running you over with a vehicle is something. Okay, I see how it is. And then you wonder why there are psychopaths in the world. Oh boy.
What's your psychopaths in the world?
Yeah, but then you have to really think about it. Why are they like that?
Oh yes.
Why are they like that? Did the world just abandon them? Or did somebody just really screw them over? I think both is the order of the day.
Hmm.
That's why when I was reading something about the Cthulhu mythos,
Mm-hmm.
Cthulhu said out time on man say, look, puny human, do you really think if I allowed you to see into the depths of using 100% of your brain, you could understand the ramifications of this entire cosmos? Human blank. Man say, you got just 1% taste of what the world truly is. You think you can handle it all? Humans need to live in ignorance to survive. Because if they ever knew the truth of this world, humanity would die in an instant. Brother man, I don't think I've ever been so shook in one sentence. And keep in mind, the man has not been shown in the entire book for the entirety of the chapter in a Bradshaw. The man
Uh-huh.
make a single appearance and it was in an entire dream. And the man said that one line and cut. And the man steal the whole show. The man say, yo, humans need to live in ignorance because if they ever find the truth, they would die. And the man not wrong.
Uh-huh.
The man not wrong. Because we in this present day and age rather live off lies, off prejudice, off the contradictory bullshit that politicians give you. But we think for ourselves we are second. Oh, it's painful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man.
Hello?
I rather live painful than to live as a slave to the system.
Better man. Some people don't know any different, unfortunately.
True.
That's something that hasn't been addressed because when people hear things are going on and this and that, and even also some people in these quote unquote great relationships, and I know say social media is the only reason why them deal with certain people. Shit.
Yep.
Certain
True. You
people
hit
I
the nail
see
on the head right there.
them. Some people living at the same house with people
Don't
and
know
them don't like
about
them.
this.
Social media, baby. Social media, baby. I've got to look good for the masses. The masses are people who don't fucking like me.
Yep.
I'm supposed to look good
Who just wait for
for
your
people.
feel, but yet still you need the gratification of a bunch of numbers.
Mine here say everything in my life just start go tragically wrong for no reason. Like everything just going downhill. Downhill. No matter what I do. I am the problem. I've always been the problem. You understand? Mm.
Say I would never forget to know. We have this conversation here about at work.
Mm-hmm.
Man they look at me and say, yo, if me would have date one Instagram brother, I said, may I ask you one serious question? I can barely handle the stress of a regular ass Jamaican girl, right? But me, if I got to take
Mm-hmm.
up myself with knowing, say, oh, this girl is going to be blasted by millions of men that I don't even know. But me, if I got to take up that part of my head, I can barely handle a Jamaican girl and not. But me, if I got there with that Instagram model because, oh, she has a nice ass and nice boobs. Really? Bruv, I see that every day with more regular Jamaican girls. Okay? But just not there with them. I mean, we didn't really think about it, brother. What's so special about them? What? Because them have a little filter on it? Big man, me see prettier than them in a real life. No cap. And the things, yo, the things that you hear that they have to do to get that lifestyle, brother, man, shook it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and men around the world go still head over heels for them. That's the worst part about it.
I'll tell you this. See, I know a girl once. Hmm. I mean, never said the word once, no, once. Past. Because being too honest is a bad thing too for certain people here. You can't be too honest with them either because in their mind, being honest is it's too painful. Let me ask someone how that makes sense because you're the same somebody say you want honesty in your relationship. But when a man about to hand it to you, you cover because the honesty have to line up with what you believe him supposed to do as a man. And that's not fair because that's almost that's almost impossible. I'm explaining this to people. I heard they say, yo, understanding of, hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Still there.
Yeah. The society never give us any understanding of what the hell is going on. Honestly, I mean, I know why woman. I'm say to somebody, I say, yo, y'all want guarantees in marriage, in relationships. That has never happened for men. The whole guarantee thing, a woman only loyal to a man was she deem worthy of her loyalty. Yeah? A man, there's nothing a man can do to make a woman stay loyal. There's nothing a woman can do to make a man stay loyal either. And I know it sounds really messed up because I say this to somebody already. I say, yo, you know, say being married is a choice, right? So what do you mean by that? I say you have more people who are more concerned with where Instagram say about them than what them husband or them wife say about them. That is scary because to them that fair mind somebody said the word wife and husband there are titles. It's not just a ceremony. You hold those titles till the day you die. Something very, very important. The backbone of the family is husband and wife. And I won't lie, people hate Kevin Samuels, even though he's not a part of this, but he made a valid point. How can you say y'all want a community of singles? That society wasn't built that way. They deal with singles alone. That's why China's population, and not China, Japan and Korea's population are right now going through the paces because they want the women them want the government to rearrange the laws, uh, take leniency upon them. But my friends,
That's how it go.
society, huh?
That's how it go.
Mm. Yeah, but now let me ask what is considerably impossible, unfair, unreal, unethical. You're putting pressure down on the government to do something that the government is not responsible for. That's messed up. Cause just wanting to take care of my old person, it's a lot. Although we can't get the correct figures, but
Yeah.
may I tell you, people think the elderly need people more than you think they do. Come open the gas tank for nothing here. Where is it? Oh, my wife got a rental, and
Mm-hmm.
they may try to figure out how to open the gas tank.
See?
Yeah, that's very ancient. Oh, sir. And I go pretty, I'm pretty upon. I don't. I really don't know.
Well, honesty is good for the
Oh,
soul.
gas tank do it upon that side there, upon the right side. So,
Okay.
yep. So, I'm gonna spin this motherfucker. Yeah. So, my car's tank is on the left, right? I
Yeah.
drive on the left. My tank is on the left. This car's tank is on the right, but I drive on the left. Shoot me. Hmm. Where is the button to open the gas tank? Ugh. Gas are strangle me up here.
Right, the
Gas
price.
prices are for this
Jano.
bomb.
Jano.
Huh?
Jano. That's a Jano.
Yes, I strangle people for this bomb. So I hate the government. I hate them all. And people look at me like I'm crazy for voice how I feel. Like I said some shit wrong. But they ain't got no goddamn money like that. Right now, $15 don't even half my tank. A whole heap of gas that. Shit, when Donald Trump was in power, it cost me $20 to fill my gas tank. $20. $30 barely can fill it nowadays. 40 for my wife one. It only got worse. Mhm. Sure. When I even hate the music like that one time, but I'm only quite still garbage.
That's
Only
yo.
quite bum
What yo?
garbage.
Oh, I tell you the truth, Bradshaw. You see,
Mm-hmm.
unless me I listen to one particular set of rap music or the occasional song when me know say, oh, help me with my story them. You know, I get me sit down and listen no for my mother and it's rap, dance, or none of that. Not for love nor money. Not to say I hate it. It's just not me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't get the hype. Like I won't lie. I was a part of the foolish trade back in high school. Yeah man, Gaza and Cartel. I did my artist, and then after grade eight, me say yo, you know, say me that me I did one idiot. Why would I condone myself to this? The man
Mm-hmm.
music good, yes, but God Almighty man, me. And these days people talk about yo, who your favorite dancer artist? I'm say I don't care. Who gives a
Mm-hmm.
shit? Like I said, they didn't recognize my existence.
Mm. Other than the whole agent Sasko argument, I
Yeah,
found it
yeah. I, I, I came across
ridiculous.
it and I was like, yo, what is going on?
No, like, wait a minute. You know, say the man have a life and a reputation to think about, right? On one the man to change to remain agents assassin and I know say promoters internationally don't like the name because associated with violence, you know. So think about it this way. Business wise, money wise, he might lose because people not gonna book him. If nobody not book him for the show, how do you get what you want? How do you get oh shit. Even so, let's start look for this bomber clock. Bomber clock. I'm not like a kind of man. Bomber clock.
One thing we'll never let franchise is in a Jamaica.
I don't think I want to lose it anytime soon either.
I understand what.
No, who would have said that today? We didn't, or never today. We say it the other day to somebody. We say, yo, I'm a Jamaican person rasta. I am refused to be the yardie who completely forget where the hell they come from. Just to forget where they come from purposes. So that's a life work. You understand? I say, I know enough yardy would have quick for dash them culture. How what? Them want 15. Shit. Some of them go for worse than that. Some of them don't even teach them pitney patwa.
True.
Yes. So it's really sad.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, people would mind show your morality just to make them feel comfortable.
I'm saying.
Some people wouldn't mind. Some people wouldn't mind here say you can catch up on a body. I wanna say, shit. We can get the file. Oh shit, it's over. Catch him now, my body man and can't get where. Nothing what him saying, nothing what him say. Can excuse what happened to him. This man get raped at Jamaica. And the people them who supposed to support him I laugh off him. So the man take him own life. You hear me say?
Yep.
The man committed suicide because the fear and our social media paint the scenario. You know almost all the way them attack about the man, you almost believe say more on the man for fuck him. Man a jog a doing thing and them draw down upon him. And full gun and say better jump na this. Boy, go kill me right there, say no dog, come here run. Bob go shoot me, kill me right there, say Bob go kill me. I swear them have go kill me. But like me saying the other scenario, but me do all fucking other different scenario that. But me not take no fuck. But I was joking.
Which is right.
I I am not taking no fuck. Sorry. If every man who mentally and psychologically can manage and believe that them rather take it than defend it, by all means, sir. Ugh. What does I hope in this bomber clot? You know the way this part about all of this is? The tank probably the tank probably right in front of me, I can't see. The switch. I can't see the motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, no. And if you are heading to work, I'm gonna forget to me have overtime for do tomorrow. Well, today.
I would appreciate the conversation. I don't know if you even recording on it, but
Yeah, what's
it
that?
was good.
What's
It was a
recorded?
good one. Yeah, it was a good one. And like I said, this is a very big topic where nobody no want dive in because more or less the social media is a good thing.
Oh, trust me, it has its many faults,
You
and
don't see
it's
how dark this fucker really is too.
now go see until it's too late. just like my tell people say you're reading books is one of the best things you can ever do when you have too much time on your hands. You know? Tell me say reading makes you really wonder why. You know, I understand why people hate reading, but trust me, if they did it, they'd understand why reading important. People just want to
Mhm.
see images in a books. No, there's a reason why you have an imagination. Use it. But oh no,
No,
that's
it's
too much work.
because we reach a phase now in our life where we make things too easy now.
Yep,
Overloaded our senses with so much information that
yep.
anything else will challenge you for doing anything for yourself. You're quick for dismiss it. You're quick for dismiss it because you can't bother. Hmm, this is crazy.
Yes, still a search for the guest.
Huh?
You still a search for the tank?
No, well, may I look for the button. The wife I tell me say, I'm to try push against the cap, push against the to open it. Like, okay. This is all hypothetical, sir. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Oh shit, she's right.
Oh boy. So we are
Mm-hmm.
gonna have we have voice command on the gas tank for open. Oh
No,
boy.
you know. Want him realize about this idiot tank. You know that idiot tank you work? You have to push the nozzle all the way in. There's no halfway, quarter way, part of the way. You have to go stuff the whole tank. You have to, my wife will take my money. Man, I have man money for tomorrow. And me enough to spend it in a fire tank. Shoot, she want, she man, shoot her.
Let's not shoot
That's
her,
all.
shall we?